this video, you will learn how to navigate and complete the Manager Evaluation. Log in to connect. Click on My Team, click on the Performance icon. Select your employee. Click here to expand and to view the various tasks involved in the annual performance review process. You have the option to bypass the employee evaluation and continue to the manager evaluation if your employee has not completed the self-evaluation task on time for any reason. Click on the bypass button. You have the option to seek feedback on your employee's performance from internal stakeholders who your employee has worked closely with. To send the form for feedback, click on Manage Participant Feedback. Begin. Participant feedback is optional. To add a participant, click on the drop-down next to Add Participants. Select any of the options, or you can search for any employee by clicking on Search. Once you've selected the name, select the role you want to assign the feedback request as by clicking on the drop-down under Roles. Click on Add. You will see the participant you have just added. To send the request, click on Send Request. Enter the date by when you require the feedback. Write a note if required to the participant and click on OK. You have successfully sent a feedback request to the participant. Once you have had a review discussion with your employee, you can go ahead and enter your feedback in the performance document. The performance document has 4 sections: the what, the how, development, and overall summary section. The what section is displayed with the details of your employee's goals. You will evaluate your employee's goals and level of achievement through ratings and comments. If any changes are required to be made to the performance document, you have the option to return the document to the employee. To select a rating, click on the drop-down and select an appropriate rating for each goal. To know more about the rating scale, click on the information icon. Click on the Show More button to expand the section. Enter your comments in the comments box. Make sure these comments are clear and brief. All ratings and comments for each goal are mandatory in the What section. However, the overall section comment is optional. The overall What section rating is calculated by the system based on each of the goal ratings. Remember to save the document after each section. Now, let's move on to the How section. In the How section, you will assess your employee's key strengths and development areas in terms of competency and character. All comments and the rating are mandatory in the How section. Make sure these comments are clear and brief. Let's now move on to the Development section. This year, this section is optional. If your employee has set their development goals during the year, they will appear in this section, and you are expected to provide your comments on the progress made. If your employee has not defined their development goals, please have the discussion with your employee during the goal-setting phase at the beginning of the next financial year. The last section is the Overall Summary section. This section is mandatory. Click on the drop-down and select an appropriate rating. Please provide a brief comment on the contribution and impact your employee has made during this performance cycle. Once all the mandatory fields are completed, click on the Submit button. You have now successfully completed the evaluation of your employee and have submitted the document to the reviewer for approval. Please note, ratings should not be confirmed until the calibration sessions have been completed. At no point should tentative ratings be shared with the employee, either verbally or in writing. Once the calibration process has been completed, you will need to log in to Connect, click on Performance, select your employee, and click on Share and Release so the employee can see their final rating. With that, you will have completed this year's annual performance review.